Hello guys, welcome to the Monday forecast. So let's take a look at the euro and the US dollar. So in the prior price action we had this ascending structure, then we impulsed to the upside, got a large wick and then aggressive retrace, and at that point I was not looking for any trades. Then we broke the low, retraced, left a huge wick, and now we are currently stuck between the low and the high. So what I'm expecting, because it's Monday, I'm expecting more range bound price action. So I am expecting for the price to just remain between the low and the high and to give us something like this. What I will be looking for is a nice push up and then a flag, or a push down and then also look for a flag. And what I need to keep in mind is, so if we do get a larger range, we know that we need to keep in mind of the liquidity areas, so below and above, where people keep their stops and where the price usually tends to reverse. So the price can just push into it and reverse. That's why we need to see a large push and then a nice continuation pattern. Also what I will be looking for is if we descend into that liquidity area and then get the reversal, because that is a high probability setup, or if we ascend into the upper liquidity area and then reverse and get a short trade. So those are high probability setups when we are ranging. And that is it what I can say for EU. So Mondays and Tuesdays are predominantly range bound, and I am not expecting some moves. But if we do get some moves, of course we will be prepared. So let's now see what the euro and the Japanese yen is doing. So this pair is currently ascending. We pushed to the upside, got a huge wick and retraced, so we got an aggressive retrace. At that point I was not looking for any trades, and then we broke the high, retrace, left a huge wick, and now we again broke the high, retraced and left a huge wick. So this is looking very, very good for a reversal, because we are breaking the highs and retracing with just wicks and just a few pips. That means that there is a significant liquidity area right here, and that the price can no longer push to the upside. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a nice reversal setup and then a trade to go short, or maybe more of an ascending structure, then also a reversal setup and a trade to go short. What I would not like to see is a descending from here, because then that would signal to us a range, since we would have an ascending into a descending structure. Also what I will be looking for is a push, pullback, another push, a break and a retest trade. Same thing to the upside, so we can get a large push up and then I would look for a flag, because that is a common pattern on the euro pairs, where we get an ascending and then we impulse in the same direction and get a trade. So I'm also looking for a push and then a break and retest trade, so signaling a trend to the upside. But yeah, currently I have to say this is looking very, very good to reverse. When we see that the price just keeps breaking the highs and leaving wicks, breaking the highs and leaving wicks, that is high probability to actually reverse. So I'm definitely looking for a reversal. But as I said, Mondays and Tuesdays are range bound predominantly, so let's see if this will just turn out to be a larger range, or if we will actually get some nice moves. So now for the Aussie and US dollar. So I was in a trade, a long trade from this flag, so I saw this large impulse, we were highly trending, saw a large impulse and then we got this flag, so I entered on the first bullish candle after the flag forms, and unfortunately so I did get stopped out for I think 0.4% loss. So I did manage to reduce risk. I had 120, sorry, I have a 12 pip stop and then reduced it when the price broke the high. And so yeah, it was a good trade for me personally. Unfortunately, it did turn out to be a loss trade, but that's what happens. So currently this is not looking very, very good. This is looking like a range, a flat range right here. So we are actually forming an ascending structure into a descending structure, as I can see. So we're just right here, we're breaking the lows, retracing, breaking the lows, retracing, breaking the lows, retracing, leaving wicks. So this is not looking very good. And what I need to keep in mind is that, so if we do get more of this range, then some significant liquidity areas will form below and above. And that is why what I'm looking for, if I want to see a trade, I want to see a large push down, so a large impulse down and then look for a flag. Or I want to see a large push up that moves away from this structure and then I would look for a flag. Or maybe we get the descending, nice clean this descending, then a reversal, I would look for a long trade. Or if we do get a clean ascending structure, then I would look for a reversal and a short trade. Definitely something to look at. That would be a high probability setup, but the price action that forms needs to be clean, of course. This currently personally is not looking good, so this is very range bound. So I'm looking for cleaner price action, and as I said, I'm looking for a nice large push. Then I would look for a trade. So the last pair, the Aussie and the Japanese yen. So I actually closed it, I think right here, for about 6.8%. This was also a flag that I was in, so I was seeing a large trend to the upside. Really nice trend, really nice trend. And then we got this flag that formed, and I entered on the first bullish candle after the flag formed. This was a very clean flag, small tight flag, no momentum shift, so textbook trade, I have to say. This was completely textbook. And then price moved to the upside, and I just followed the stop loss underneath the most recent low, and then I closed it at, I think it was 8 p.m. on a Friday, because I didn't want to hold over the weekend. So that was a very nice trade and made some great percentage. And now what we are forming, so we are actually forming this ascending structure into a descending structure. Let me mark it out with lines. That would be better. Just a second. So that would be better if I mark it up like here, like this. So an ascending into a descending. And what this usually signals to us, it signals to us a larger range. So what I am expecting is, I am expecting something like this for us to get that larger range. But it doesn't have to happen, so yeah, I am expecting that larger range, but that doesn't have to happen. So we can get a large push to the downside and then look for a short trade. Or if we get the push, pull back another push, look for a break and retest trade. Or if we start to descend and form a clear descending, then look for a reversal and a long trade. Or if we start to ascend, then look for a reversal down and a short trade. And yeah, those are some of the possibilities. As I said, currently we are coming from this ascending structure, but we are coming into a descending structure, so that doesn't really give me any confidence to look for trades. But if we do get a large impulse up or down, or do get a clean ascending or descending, I am looking for a trade. So yeah, that is it for the Monday forecast, and I will see you guys tomorrow.